Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today is a special episode. It's actually a little special series that I would like to introduce to all of you that are not familiar with this series here. This is a dog ride that I started on Twitch for about I think 4 or 5 months ago actually. That's where we started, and it's been a very slow progress. I've done a few things here and there, but it's been here in the past month or two because I've finished a lot of the projects that I've kind of went more forward with this one, and I actually prioritized this one a lot here the past few months on stream at least. So the whole concept and goal about this ride here is kind of like a Tomb Raider style mixed with some Indiana Jones and Uncharted. It's literally all these three kind of concepts mixed in one big dog ride experience. I feel like this is gonna be my opus magnum of dog rides, because I haven't really done a good effort in that little section. I feel compared to just building a lot of big projects. So I felt like this one would be a cool little thing to do on stream. And then now I feel like I've actually built some pretty cool things for the past few months in this. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this for speed builds and share it as I did as Atlantica, which you guys were very happy for as well. So I thought, why not try to do the same here? So what you're seeing me build here today is a little bit of an interesting scene that I've kind of just got the idea of by playing actually Tomb Raider and just looking at a few pictures and stuff. This is kind of supposed to be a ramp that will take you down, where there's going to be a few traps, a few spikes here and there appearing for you, and it will just kind of put you into the whole immersive stage I want to provide and give you guys while you're driving here in the dog ride. Because this is going to be a puzzle and solve dog ride. It's going to be very a trigger elements. So it'll just be thinking it, and then eventually things will just happen. And then I'll try and make a few things where it looks like you're going that way, but you're actually not. And you know, the good old adventure traps as we also have in the game. And most of this ride here itself will be very much based upon these things, and also very based upon the adventure pack. As you can see, there are a few Theme Maker Toolkit pieces here and there that I use, but I'm going very strong on the adventure pack this time around, since this is a pack I've really liked a lot, and it just has so the pieces in this pack is just so they're amazing and they work so well. And I've always wanted to do a ride like this, so why not try do that? So mainly here is that I'm doing this little curved wall set, because I kind of want that I want it to feel you're inside of a temple, like a tomb kind of vibe. So instead of having straight angles, I thought about why don't we curve it a little bit and make a more of a immersive feeling through that. The detailing of this is kind of just what I felt like. You have to remember, this is all on stream, so a few times I have a lot of people talking with me as well and giving me pointers to what I could add to. So so this is kind of just a full up speed build of all that stuff together without any interruptions. And it would actually go on very well, and it's actually going super strong with the other builds as well, as you guys will see. I have about 4 other episodes of this for you guys that will come out here, and then if you want to catch more on it, you can catch me as it says in the left here on my Twitch, where everything pretty much happens, especially when it comes to this. But I'll try keep you guys posted nevertheless with this, and you will obviously also see the final result in a video and all that. The concept too is to have it somewhat realistic. I'm gonna try build it somewhat so it's easy to build inside of backstage stuff, and then just put up a concrete building on top of it and just make it look like something happens, and then a little plaza and a restaurant. That's kind of just the things I want to have into this little project, and that's pretty much it. And I've been building, as I said before this video, I have been building a few things, as you can see in the back here. We have a few temples, we already have the station built, another little scene before you after you enter, this temple here as well. So there are a few things that's already been happening, but there's still a lot more other cool things coming up. Because I'm super happy so far for how this project is just turned out so far to look, and I hope you guys agree with that. Let me know below, guys, because it's very kind of like new for me to build these kind of like dark ride scenes and stuff. As you guys know, it's not really my forte, so I want to do something very exclusive and very extraordinary with this ride, with also using a lot of the same pieces that we've all have, and trying to like not go super crazy with the theme maker toolkit. I can't promise it, but obviously right now I'm mainly building with a lot of the same pieces, and it's mainly like just clutter pieces and stuff that is the theme maker toolkit, and then the rocks, as you can see a little bit on the left. But the story itself will be about an artifact hunter that will go through this little stage of temples, and he'll have a little entourage with him, which will be like some funny people. Well, not in that way, but it'll be people from the community that will be some of the voices, and I'll try to incorporate a lot of different voices that are from the community, like a little bit NPCs and stuff. But it will mainly be about this artifact hunter that will take them through the temples here, and it's called the Temple Trials. And it's, as you can see, it's very based upon you going through all these different temples, different scenes, where everything is kind of like you have to look around in every corner, what's going to happen, and yeah. So since doing like jump scares and stuff, it's not really something I'm good at in this game. I felt like I'd rather want to do something like this because I can put so much into this, and I have so many ideas still, and it's gonna be super cool. It's about these guardians that you'll end up ending at the end as the last temple, which you'll eventually see, but it's about them, that they've left something behind and they're guarding something, obviously, and it's all just gonna be super cool with all that comes into place. But as you can see here, this entire scene you've seen in the back while I've been just ranting here is mainly just like the ordinary adventure pieces, and I try to switch it up a bit so it's not completely duplicated, and it's not completely the same pattern you'll see. It's more pleasing for the eye, and it just looks way better when there's a little bit more other stuff to look at than just the same pattern and textures. So I just went with it and kind of like try to add a few things, and in these 4 squares I have as well that divides them, I put in some lighting, and we really get creative in this build here. And as you can see, the scene next to it where you come out is also something I built previously, which is unfortunately something I couldn't save that on Twitch because I built those like a few months ago, and unfortunately the VOD was gone there. So we're starting the series from here, which is also kind of a good point here of starting. This is the station we're a little bit rolling into here, trying to figure out a way to make it sure that it doesn't go in, because it's very tight. All these scenes here are very tight, like bind together, because I want it still, even though the scenes are big, some scenes have to be, like, as I say, inside. So I just try to keep them all like very much sort of together. We don't want like just some crazy stuff where we have to build even a bigger box around this, and so we're trying to somewhat keep it as realistic as possible. You don't see me do all this stuff here. It's mainly the scenes we do, and then we'll go back to do all the stuff afterwards, but adding a few backstage things and the restaurant and plaza and all that. But that is the least priority for now. Now we are making the scenes, and I'm telling you, we have a lot of cool scenes already happening, and the more we get into the series, the more the story gets kind of written and told, and it's just gonna be super cool for you guys to see it when it's finally done. So the whole goal here about this was to drive through this like steep ramp, where obviously I covered it up, as you saw, with some black panels, and then I covered it up afterwards again with some smoke, and I add some rocks into it and stuff. So it really feels like that it's like a black hole down there, like you don't know what's happening except for spikes, some very spiky rocks and a hard terrain. So just to give you a little fear of like don't fall down while you are cruising over this little steep ramp, as you can kind of see here as I'm doing, using a little bit of Theme Maker Toolkit rocks because they just look better like this in the darkness. So that's kind of like what we're doing, and then I usually just go pretty crazy with the clutter that we have around. I didn't really know what to do here of like adding trigger elements, because I felt like, as I said, I wanted this just to be like a immersive scene that kind of like fades you into the story, because the story is gonna be narrated too, and then it's gonna be super cool. I can tell you that. So I've been very excited to build this project, as I said here in the start. It's been on my mind for a long time, and since we played some Tomb Raider on stream and like some God of War, and not that this specific build is inspired by that, but like the whole like just the vibe of like caves and temples and ruins and stuff, you know, it just gave me a boost to continue and actually do something cool with it. So that's where we at now, and all the other things that like that I still have going, like Grimscale, Blackmire, the community park and stuff, they are still going. They're not ending or anything, not yet. But right now, this is my priority right now. This little dog ride build. Well, not little anymore, but that's definitely gonna be the priority you'll see on my channel for the next few weeks here. And then maybe when I get more settled in where I'm going here in Tampa, I will most likely build a little bit more, of course, and we're gonna definitely see of what kind of stuff we can do in the future for at least the community park we got. So, but I mean, this is definitely gonna be a super project. I'm very stoked, and I've been very excited to introduce a lot of you guys that doesn't knew about this to this project. I'm very excited to hear your opinion, and it's also what I've loved about this is that all the roots, the vines, all the stuff you can like just do with this sort of scenes here, it's so freaking cool, and I'm really happy for how this turned out, especially with the vines coming down from here, and afterwards I kind of like make the roof look a little bit broken too, throwing in some ruins here too, some rubble pieces, and actually it works very well, all of it, and I think it does a good job. So as the clutter part here, I'm mainly like just adding rubble, I'm adding some vines, decals, a mummy I think I add even too, yeah, and some lighting, and then we're pretty much there at this stage here with the first scene of Temple Trials. So I'm super stoked on how this turned out, and this was like completely like just we went on stream and we just built this. I think it took us about, this stream was like most likely 4 hours, so and I tried to cut it down so it was pleasant enough for you guys to watch here, and yeah, I'm very happy for this, and let me know what you guys think, because adding the lighting here too is also just very important here, and I have a few suggestions in chat as well. But we found a result to it as well, as you can see here, a little bit of a light blue, a little bit tealish, which really worked well, honestly. So, but every scene is gonna have a different vibe to it, so that'll be interesting as well. And as you can see here, adding the last lighting and then some spikes on the ground, and then we're good to go. A little bit of a cinematics here at the end, friends. Let me know what you think, and give the video a like, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.